Coming up, Philippine Tzu Chi volunteers distribute relief supplies to families affected by Typhoon Fung-wong. We learn more on the versatility of bamboo and how it is deeply rooted in the Chinese culture. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Mary Lee. Thank you for joining us. In the wake of the devastation left behind by Tropical Storm Fung-wong, Tzu Chi volunteers held a total of 3 aid distributions in Marikina City and San Mateo. Each of the 3,400 households received a 20-kilogram bag of rice, rush mats, clothing, and life-saving mosquito nets.
With their work relief program, Tzu Chi was able to help over 600 members in our community earn 400 pesos a day.
In Barangay Malande of Marikina City, thanks to Tzu Chi, there is hope for the many that suffered at the hands of Tropical Storm Fung-wong. During this most recent aid distribution, Tzu Chi volunteers handed out rice, mosquito netting, and rush mats to grateful residents.
Now that the children have mosquito nets, that is a huge help, as there are a lot of mosquitoes here. And now that we have rush mats, sleeping will be more comfortable as well.
The standing water left behind from the floods have become perfect breeding grounds for mosquitoes, bringing misery for those without protection. Upon receiving her mosquito net, aid recipient Jennifer Leylis's 3 children immediately seek shelter under it.
I don't want to see my children get bit by mosquitoes, as there is a chance of getting dengue fever.
Volunteers also traveled to San Mateo, where they meet Rosemary Palacio. Rose now lives with her neighbors as her own house was washed away. Her biggest concern is not dengue fever, but how she will survive in the days ahead.
Thank you so much. This bag of rice is such a big help, as I can only make money by washing clothes. Now I don't have to worry about buying rice and can use that money on other things.
Wherever there are people in need, Tzu Chi is there on the front lines, ensuring that disaster victims have the hope and ability to rebuild their lives.
As Tzu Chi volunteers in China's Guangdong returned to Heping County to hand out scholarship support, they came across Ye Man-mei, who was once a scholarship recipient but now has become a teacher at Heping Middle School. Also, Xiong Ming-er, who suffered a burn injury when he was young and is now recovering with the help of Tzu Chi. With no industrial development, Guangdong's Heping is one of the poorest counties in the nation. Xiong Ming-er, who is in his 2nd year of senior high school, lives more than an hour away from the city.
You have recovered well. You see, you can lift your arm real high.
Despite the bumpy roads, Tzu Chi volunteers make their way to visit Xiong Ming-er, who suffered a burn injury when he was 2 and has since been unable to lift his left arm. After meeting Xiong through a Tzu Chi scholarship program, volunteers helped the boy receive his first surgery at the beginning of this year's summer holiday, with another 2 surgeries planned. Though unable to speak Mandarin, Xiong's grandma asked the volunteers what organization they are from. For Ye Man-mei, the name Tzu Chi also holds a special place in her heart.
What I remembered most was not how much money Tzu Chi gave me, but the booklets that included Master Zheng Yan's words. I collected them because I like to read them.
It was Tzu Chi's scholarship support that helped Ye graduate from university. With a grateful heart, she decided to return home and spread the love she once received to her students.
I talk to my students all day and remind them of the details to take note of. I've nagged them so much that they now call me mom.
Ye is happy to be surrounded by her students, whom she treats like her own children.
She has let us dream.
She really cares for us.
She treats us just like her children.
Over the past 13 years, Tzu Chi has been providing scholarship support in Heping County. During that time, volunteers have touched the lives of many and vowed to continue spreading that love far and wide. In our final episode on depression, we explore the various therapies available to help patients get to the root of their problems. Besides the commonly known one-on-one counseling with a psychotherapist, experiential therapy and expressive art therapy has been gaining popularity here in Taiwan.
To me, I just wanted to find the meaning of my existence in this world. This astronaut is floating around in space alone because he is searching for new discovery. The snake came out from here, which means it's an extension of myself. And just like me, it's a paradox as well. Through the world of sand play, depression patient Ellen exposes her inner world. During my episodes, it was very clear that I just wanted to cry all day. When I was done crying, I became numb. I ate, I slept. I just wanted to forget everything and immerse myself in that state. As a teenager, Ellen began to question her sexual orientation and find her place in this world. But her mom sought out the help of a psychiatrist. However, my mom wanted to cure me of my homosexuality. Hoping to be accepted by society, her family, and herself, Ellen began a regimen of antidepressants and, at the suggestion of her doctor, began sand play therapy.
Sometimes it is not helpful for a patient to recount past traumatic experiences. So we have what we call expressive treatment, which is done through the presentation of artwork, where a patient is given a chance to process and recognize past traumas, thus leading to self-healing.
Psychotherapy can be divided into three major categories: counseling, expressive art therapy, and experiential therapy. Depending on a patient's needs, different therapies may be selected in conjunction with the medication to increase the effectiveness of the treatment.
When a patient has been stabilized by medication, we will begin psychotherapy so that he or she may be able to break out of their unhealthy routines. In my opinion, this is the proper treatment combination.
Sandbox play therapy or sand play therapy, based on Jungian psychology and combined with Eastern philosophy, offers a way for patients to freely explore his or her subconscious. In this environment, you feel very safe and secure. There is only the sandbox and you. Sometimes, whether you want to admit it or not, the deepest desires hidden within you will surface. By placing them in the sandbox, good or bad, it's as if you have dealt with it.
好，配3加200cc， 一样哈、没有加200cc， 所以要先量。你帮他看200cc 在哪里。
For many seriously ill mental patients, they need to first rebuild their interpersonal relationship skills and the ability to care for themselves. Guardian therapy can help them do both. They tend to have abrupt mood swings or sometimes will space out completely. They often think negatively.
他会比较负面的思考。一个人一片放在餐巾纸上，好，一人一袋。
Listening and responding to Huang's commands, these trainees are learning to piece their life back together.
所以我们在进行整个园艺治疗课程的时候，就是用
Through the course of our program, we break into teams to work together. Through sharing the workload, we stimulate their senses and nurture their people skills, so they know they are capable of planting something and caring for it.
照顾，也可以栽种跟照顾一个生命。
Though the road to recovery is long, making an effort to partake in therapy is already a courageous first step. Doctors recommend that in this day and age, people must learn to manage the stress and not be afraid to seek treatment to ensure they can live a life of quality and happiness.
Taipei's Wanhua district has the largest population of seniors in the city and also the leading number of solitary seniors. These solitary seniors aren't necessarily wealthy or have family to help take care of their daily needs. Thus, the government and other social welfare organizations are there to help these solitary seniors age gracefully.
I've lived here for 20 to 30 years. All my good friends are nearby.
Here in Taipei's Wanhua, grandmother Gao Shen rents a room where the sunlight doesn't reach. Grandma Gaoxian lives on her own, and every day, home caretaker Huang Lihua pays her a visit. Although 86 this year, Grandmother Gao is still fit for her age. However, chores are not something she can handle. For 1 to 2 hours a day on Monday through Friday, home caretakers provide solitary seniors a much-needed service.
She can't read, so I will separate the medicine for her. This way, she won't take the wrong dosage. She used to take them on her own.
From care provider to care receiver, the service relationship has turned into a familiar relationship. With the help of a good home caretaker, these solitary seniors can continue to age in place.
When walking with an elderly up or down the stairs, we should make sure to follow or lead them. In case they fall, we can be there to support them.
Although leaving the house takes much effort, Senior Gaoxian will still head downstairs to meet up with her friends.
All of my friends are very kind to me. Right, there aren't enough chairs, but she will bring us more chairs. She also lends us a fan to use.
This group of seniors, all over 50 years of age, can chat for the entire morning until lunch is delivered. Although it's not round-the-clock service, with the assistance of meal deliveries and home caretakers, these seniors can age with dignity and in the comfort of their own homes. As a symbol of virtue in the Chinese culture, bamboo has always been closely related to people with strong positive energy. The bamboo was widely used in various aspects of ancient Chinese people's daily lives, including food, clothing, housing, transportation, and even musical instruments. As bamboo produces more oxygen and absorbs more carbon dioxide than trees do, it has become widely used as a building material as the world becomes more environmentally conscious.
The makino is an evergreen bamboo. It's green like this all year round.
This species has the highest economic value as it can be used for scaffolding or used as building material.
Of the 6 major bamboo species in Taiwan, 2 are of the running type, while the remaining 4 are clumping bamboos, in which the root structure grows together in a dense cluster.
The thorny bamboo has very sharp thorns on its branches. It has very hard and thick walled combs.
The economic benefit of this species is that we can eat the bamboo shoots.
The species is native to Taiwan. It can grow 3 to 4 stories high. The Taiwanese giant bamboo is found throughout the country.
The Taiwanese giant bamboo can be found in the Nantou, Yunlin, and Jiayi areas, while the giant timber bamboo is found all across Taiwan, but more concentrated in Taoyuan, Taipei, Tainan, and Pingtung. The long branch bamboo is primarily grown in Tainan, and the thorny bamboo in Kaohsiung and Pingtung. The moso bamboo is concentrated in Nantou. And lastly, the makino bamboo can be located along the west coast in Hsinchu, Miaoli, and Nantou, as well as on the east coast in Hualien and Taidong. Uses of bamboo are many and varied, and all of the parts of the bamboo, from its root to its shoots, sheath, leaves, and stem, can be used.
竹根可以做成什么？像开门用的门把。
Bamboo roots can be made into door handles, teapot handles, and even a teaspoon or coaster. Bamboo shoots can be used in a variety of dishes, and with just a few ingredients, they make an incredibly flavorful soup as well. While the comb sheets of bamboo can be turned into children's toys, containers, and even the hat I'm wearing. Bamboo stems offer the most benefit. Like the structure behind me, it has been built entirely from bamboo stems.
Taiwanese architects chose bamboo as a building material as its carbon dioxide emission is only 2% of traditional steel reinforcement. Not only are bamboo materials widely available, they can also reduce carbon dioxide emissions. Each hectare of Moso bamboo consumes 35 to 50 tons of CO2 each year.
It removes odor and purifies the air relatively fast.
There are some 500 hectares of bamboo forest here in Yunling's Taoling community. Drawing on local resources, residents created a gazebo and turned this piece of land into an ecological park.
We have plenty of bamboo growing here in the mountains. Not only did we save on production costs, it is also a great eco-friendly building material.
This is our school.
It's open, natural, unique.
In 2008, a Canadian couple opened a school with buildings built from bamboo and other local materials in Bali, Indonesia. As climate change continues to threaten our biodiversity, bamboo is a valuable asset in the fight against global warming.
The 56th recycling point set up by the Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur and Selangor chapter is at the Cheras Badminton Stadium. On average, every Friday, over 20 participants come help sort recyclables, with some even coming to help sort before they head off for work for the day.
Here in Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur, Tzu Chi volunteers do their best to protect the environment. Following government approval last February, the Tzu Chi Cheras Badminton Stadium recycling station began operations. The venue has no running water or electricity and is only open one day a week.
In the beginning, there really wasn't anyone participating because we were sorting recyclables on Fridays. Especially for those who work, it was hard for them to make it out. We went out to spread the word about the recycling point. We asked them to come by when they had time, even if it was just for half an hour.
By word of mouth, slowly more and more volunteers came. Among them was Zhong Baoxia.
Initially, when the volunteers asked, I said no. However, they persisted. A few days later, they came by again. I relented and saw how great it was and how there were so many people participating.
Some people even showed up on Fridays for an hour or two before heading off to work.
The elderly here feel much like my own parents and everyone else like my siblings. I enjoy coming here. There is a familial vibe here. It's like going home.
What was once a garbage-filled piece of land has been transformed into a recycling station that is filled with the love and warmth of Tzu Chi volunteers.
There are many ways to protect the environment. One of them is by eating less meat. In Las Vegas, Nevada of the United States, Tzu Chi volunteers held a vegetarian cooking competition to help spread this message. While in Washington, D.C., volunteers attended a local vegetarian fair where they introduced Tzu Chi's instant rice.
What are all those people lining up for?
How long have you been waiting in the line? Around 1 hour? So, what makes you come here?
We're here to experience the new trend of the new healthy food.
This couple is among the thousands that are here as part of the annual DC Veg Fest. First started in 2009, it has become one of the area's biggest vegetarian fairs.
I think in 10 years, this event is going to be 10 times as big as it is today, and we're going to see these events pop up across the country as more people want to celebrate vegetarian eating.
Chinese and Spanish.
Over 100 stalls made up this year's DC Veg Fest. Participating for the first time was Tzu Chi, who showed up with delicious instant rice recipes.
How do you feel about our instant rice?
It's delicious. It's really, really good.
Do you like to learn how to cook it?
Yeah, definitely.
We are trying to promote the use of instant rice through easy recipes. Tzu Chi's instant rice is not only for emergencies, like when there is a power shortage, it can also be used at regular times and made into really tasty dishes.
Tzu Chi was also working to promote vegetarianism in Las Vegas, where it held its 4th annual vegetarian cooking competition. This year, altogether, 13 teams took part.
I really enjoyed the activities today. Everything looks so very good, so very pretty. It's like going to a 5-star restaurant today.
Winning or losing is not important. What's important is participating and hopefully getting more people to join this activity in the future.
There is no winning or losing here, only the joy of good vegetarian food and the hope of seeing more embrace a vegetarian diet.
Thailand Tzu Chi volunteer Hu Monglian and husband Chen Qiu-wen have long been vegetarians. To inspire others to foster a heart of compassion and respect for life, for the past 12 years, the couple has been treating members of their community to vegetarian meals during the 9 Emperor Gods Festival. Let's take a look at their story.
I oversee the washing of the dishes because we need about 1,000 to 2,000 people to help with the dishes. It's a lot and difficult to manage.
Who would have known that this lady is actually the owner of 2 bicycle factories, 1 textile company, among other businesses in Thailand? With one working behind the scenes and the other in charge of the coordination, every year during the 9 Emperor Gods Festival, Hu Monglian and her husband treat members of their community to vegetarian meals.
People ask me how long I will continue to do this. I tell them I will continue to do this every year, as long as I'm around. The more I do, the healthier I feel.
The couple not only run their businesses together, they also join hands to make a difference through charity. Hu is often seen helping out at the Tzu Chi recycling station, and each year donates bicycles to impoverished students as New Year gifts. Hoping that everyone may learn to cherish and respect life, the pair has taken it upon themselves to organize vegetarian banquets for members of their community for 12 consecutive years.
About 1,800 people come each year. Some just come and pack some food home. So all in all, it's almost 2,000 people.
We're doing this from the bottom of our hearts. The food that is left over is packed into lunch boxes and taken to the orphanage or nursing homes.
Walking steadfast on the Tzu Chi path, Chen Qiu-wen and Hu Monglian say they will continue to cultivate more seeds of goodness in Thailand.
Congratulations are in order for Tzu Chi's medical mission in the United States. At the recent 10th Annual Mobile Health Clinic Forum in Georgia, Zero, the nonprofit organization, donated 2 medical vans to organizations they felt that could help them fight prostate cancer, of which 1 went to Tzu Chi. We will leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.